On the seventh day of Christmas, the pretty gave to me notes sounding together differently. Happy LISTENMAS, everyone. So yesterday we talked about the same notes sounding different in different instruments and why that is important. Today we're going to have the same instrument but different notes, and why that is important, because this is the foundational element of melody and harmony. So the core concept today is that notes don't exist in a vacuum. What we're looking at today is how notes relate to one another, and that is how our brain perceives music. So I'm going to play this note on my lovely Rhodes over here, and on my flugelhorn I'm going to play some notes over the top. And every one of those has got a particular colour. And some of those colours feel quite nice, and some of them feel a little bit more clashy, but we can have a whole palette of those colours, and that is what we call a scale or a mode. So that is one colour. What we can do is we can swap out one or more of those notes and it will change the whole feel of it. I'm going to move from one palette to a completely different palette now, and it's important to remember all you're hearing at any one time is two notes. The sound of the Rhodes over here and the notes I'm playing on top. But your whole perceptual framework of how you understand and hear that music will feel different, even though you're only ever hearing two notes at the same time. One of the things I think that really puts people off music and music theory is all of the scales. The most important way of thinking about this is to think about these things as colours, as choices. There's no right or wrong per se, but they all have different feelings. That's what we're really coming back to as composers and musicians, is what that makes us feel when we hear those different palettes, when we shift from one thing to another. So your active listening exercise for today is just to really zoom in on that sense of colour within a piece of music. Are the note choices that the composer or songwriter has made, are they creating tension? Are they creating release? Often they'll be doing both, but sometimes they might shift. Does it shift between the verse and the chorus, for example? Really zero in on the notes that are being played. Don't worry what they are, just think about how they make you feel. So subscribe for more if you're interested in learning to hear like a musician. Go to my podcast, originofthepieces.com, and check out lots more stuff like this, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.